Hello there. Welcome once again to our reflections from Ponteland Parish Church. I don't know about you, but Christmas seems to jump up upon me very quickly every year. I don't seem to be able to get everything ready. And even from the beginning of November, we get the warnings, don't we, that Christmas is on its way. And certainly I'm being kept very busy at the moment, travelling around the parish, working with school groups and with residential centres and with others, getting ready for Christmas, and even now having carol services, Christingles and other events. But I think it's often said that Christmas is for children, but I don't think that's strictly true. I think Christmas is for everyone, for all the children of God, of whatever age they are. And yet I love the stories that children tell and the stories that are told to children. I remember many nativity events that I've been to. One, indeed, where I went along to the nativity, and they said to the children, particularly to Mary, "What's this baby to be called?" And she looked down at the doll and she said, "Tracy." And because the doll was obviously called Tracy. And there's other times when other things have happened where the baby had been lost, and we've had lovely adventures into Christmas with the children, with their tea towels on their heads and their nighties and night clothes over them at Christmas. But what I wanted to share with you today, some of the books that I love, some of the stories. There's The Uproar in Bethlehem is a wonderful book, if you can get your hands on it, by Mikhail Hudak. It's a wonderful Christmas story about the mayhem, the uproar that Christmas caused. Another particular favourite of mine is called the Tale of the Three Trees, as three trees discover their destiny. They dreamt their dreams of what they wanted to be, and then God had a different plan for them. A wonderful book. And also, one I often tell at Christmas, is called The Grumpy Shepherd. A grumpy shepherd who kept on getting woken up and then discovered what the true purpose and the true meaning of Christmas was all about. And finally, a wonderful book of beauty called A Night the Stars Dance for Joy. It wasn't just human beings that celebrated the first Christmas, it was all creation, including the stars. And I've also created my own stories. I often tell my own stories at Christmas. As Children's Advisor in Durham Diocese, I would often go to many different events, Christingles and carol services, and need to have stories which were original. And I thought I'd tell you one today as we begin our journey through Advent to Christmas. There were three camels, and they're three camels that you may not have heard of, Mary, Mungo and Midge, and they were setting off to Bethlehem to see the Christ child. And the first camel, Mary, got to a shop, and in the shop there were all the toys at Christmas, all the wonderful things that children want, all the latest things, the Xboxes and the electronic devices and the iPhones and all the other things, the games that they want to play, very much more sophisticated than when I was a boy. And Mary decided to go in and play the games and lost track of the time. And sure enough, she never got to Bethlehem because she was so busy with all of the toys and all of the games. And Mungo, the second of the camels, again was passing by another shop, and in the shop was all the food, and it was full of Christmas cakes and chocolate and all those wonderful things we eat, fruit and tangerines and all the wonderful things we have at Christmas. And Mungo thought, I'm going to go in. And Mungo went into the shop and started eating some of the food, sampling them, and sure enough, before she'd realised it, Mungo had eaten all the food and was very full and very fat indeed. And then the third camel was travelling on, thinking, well, I won't wait for Mary and Mungo, I'll go on. And Midge thought to himself, I'll get to Bethlehem. And yet he also went past another shop, and in the shop there were all the latest television programmes, all the films, all the things he wanted to see, the latest Christmas edition of EastEnders or Coronation Street or Emmerdale or whatever it is people want to watch at Christmas, and the films, The Wizard of Oz and The Night Before Christmas, all those wonderful Christmas stories and films, Christmas Carol, all those things we love to watch at least once a year. And before Midge knew it, he was also late for Christmas. And that's why we've never heard of Mary, Mungo and Midge, the camels, at Bethlehem, because they never got there. And I told them that story, and children realised what I was trying to say, that we're so often so busy opening our presents, we're so busy eating our food, we're so busy watching the telly, that we forget the true purpose and the true meaning of Christmas. The true meaning of Christmas being visiting and arriving to meet the Christ child in Bethlehem. And so this Christmas I would just simply encourage you to put Jesus at the centre of your Christmas celebrations, unlike that photographer who said, "Away with the manger." I want you to remember that Jesus is the centre. He is the reason for the season, if you like. And so I want you to remember that on Christmas Day we celebrate the birth of the Christ child, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, God Almighty, who was happy and content to be born as a babe in Bethlehem. I pray that your Christmas will be filled with joy, the joy of the angels, the perseverance of the wise men, the wisdom and patience of Mary and Joseph. I pray that your Christmas will be filled with the wonder that was shown through the star that shone over the first Bethlehem, and that Christ will fill you with joy. Can I take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a very joyful and blessed New Year. God bless you all this Christmas and into 2024. Thank you.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you.
Mary, did you know
that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man?
Mary, did you know
That your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand?
Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, you've kissed the face of God.
Oh, Mary, did you know?
Oh, Mary, did you know the blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again, the lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Oh, Mary, did you know
That your baby boy is Lord of all creation?
Mary, did you know
That your baby boy will one day rule the nation?
Did you know
Did you know that your baby boy
is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding
is the great I Mary, did you know baby.